What's my superhero name? Why, it's Captain Pixel, of course, because I help people by donating my own pixels to them. Well, don't worry, they'll grow back eventually, okay? It's okay, trust me. Hello everyone, and welcome back to this humble abode of gameplay and memes. Today I bring you a brand new game that just basically came out a few days ago. The other day, for me. This is Heroes Hour! Brand new game that basically aims to revive the genre of turn-based strategy, similar to Heroes of Might and Magic. Yes, this game, if you couldn't tell from the title, is basically Heroes of Might and Magic meets Total War. So you know, Total War itself is already kind of like a turn-based strategy game on its own, but the turn-based aspect of this particular game is a lot more similar to Heroes of Might and Magic, which is why I'm going to be referring to it as that. Heroes of Might and Magic meets Total War, rather than just Total War on its own. And the battles, as you can see on your screen, are happening in real time, and are very similar to Total War, with reinforcement mechanics, routing, and, you know, some other similar related things. Anyway, so yes, I'm super excited for this game. It's absolutely amazing in my opinion, even though it's still a little bit rough around the edges, but I'm sure it will get fixed, you know, as a few updates roll out and solve most of the issues. And yes, the art style, as you can clearly see, is even more simplistic in many ways than you had in the likes of Heroes of Might and Magic 3. I haven't played every Heroes of Might and Magic game in existence. In fact, I've only played 3, 5, and 7. But yeah, I feel like this might be a callback to an even earlier installment in the Heroes series, such as, for example, Heroes 1 or 2. Well, there aren't really that many more, I suppose. But anyway, yes, so this game has got itself quite a few attractive details. For example, if we open the lexicon, which is a really fancy term for basically the glossary of what you can encounter in this game, you can see there are actually 10 playable factions.
Come on!
You've got Order, which is humans, is based on the Castle faction, or Haven, if you're talking about later installments. Then you've got Wild, which is based on Rampart or Sylvan. Then you've got Arcane, which is based on, well, you can guess probably on the Wizard factions like Academy or Tower, once again depending on the game. Then you get your standard Necropolis Undead faction, which is here is called The Decay. Then you've got yourself Pyre, which is based on the Inferno faction from Heroes 3 and onwards, and has probably the best the best line in his description in comparison to pretty much everything else. Just check this out. While demonology is a branch of magic that has been discovered hundreds of times throughout history, it is usually abandoned once more due to the impracticality of collecting enough sulfur. Yes, there you go. The only reason you wouldn't want to use demons in your army is because you won't have enough sulfur to support them, apparently, according to this game. Yes. Then you've got Horde, which is basically a stronghold, or, well, yeah, stronghold. It was called pretty much that in every installment. Then you've got Enclave, which is run by the lizard people. As you can see right now, it's basically Heroes 3 Fortress, except without the gnolls. The gnolls have been eliminated, I suppose. Now just the lizard folk remain. Then you got yourself Lament, which is basically dungeon. It deals with shadows and troglodytes and beholders and all that cool stuff. Then you've got yourself Tide, which is basically the Cove faction from Heroes of Might and Magic 3 Horn of the Abyss. It deals with marine creatures, as well as phoenixes for some reason. But also, yes, you've got deckmates, you've got gunners, you've got mermaids, you've got giant floating jellyfish, all that cool stuff. Except instead of humans, this faction is run by people known as Lotlians, which are, I guess, yeah, humanoid axolotls. Apparently distant cousins of the lizard folk. So that's worth noting. Then you've got the Earthen, which is basically the dwarf faction, so it's like the Fortress faction from Heroes of Might and Magic 5 and onward. They've got Bear Cavalry, they've got their dwarf spearmen, those dwarf priests, you've got those dwarf crossbow men, I guess, crossbow dwarves, whatever. The basic dwarves, the bear riders, all that cool stuff. And last but not least, we've got ourselves Pillar, which interestingly enough seems to be based on the Asian cultures, like for example China, I want to say, or maybe Japan, or something from that area. Yes, indeed, you've got, well, the basic troops are basically monks, which fight with bare fists. Then you've got pandas, you've got some weird birds. I guess birds could be found in any culture, but anyway, yes, you've got tigers, you've got Kirin, essentially. So, yeah. That's the 10 factions you've got available so far. Who knows if this game does well? We may get an expansion pack introducing even more factions. So yes, every faction features 2 hero classes. Interestingly enough, there is only 3 heroes per class. But the cool part is that every single hero, as you can see right now, has a distinct skill tree. Every hero has a completely unique skill tree. And yes, it doesn't work quite like the skill wheel, which the fans of the later Heroes of Might and Magic installments might be familiar with. Instead, it's like like an actual tree, I would say. The skills from the bottom of the tree require the skills from the top to be unlocked or leveled up first in order to proceed. And that's how this skill tree works. You've also got neutral monsters, of course, those that are not affiliated with any faction. You've got animals, elementals, neutral demons, humanoids, undead, basically. A whole bunch of other cool stuff that you can find, and yes, you can make them fight for you. Pretty much any of them. There are ways to do that as well. Just have to look for it. But anyway, enough introductions. It's time to actually check the game out and see how you can play it. So of course you've got your basic tutorial, which I have of course completed. Then you've got the new game, which is basically, this is not a campaign. There don't seem to be any campaigns in this game. These are actually randomly generated maps, and you can see the way the templates look at the top right corner. This is, for people who have played randomly generated maps in Heroes of Might and Magic, this is pretty self-explanatory. You've got your zones, where the players start the game, and then you've got, stuff that could be in the middle. For example, if you take a look at the battlefield template, we can see that 4 starting zones for the players, and then the neutral zone in the middle, which usually holds much more valuable stuff than the starting zones, so you're incentivized to go out there and conquer that as soon as possible. So you've got different template sizes as well. You've got tiny, small, medium, large, huge, and sprawling, which I'm guessing, this is the biggest one. Features quite a few, neutral zones. So this game does have some performance issues. But from the way it looks like, you can probably guess that it should be, you should be able to run it on a Super Nintendo Entertainment System, essentially, at least from the look of the graphics. But when you've got some larger maps, you will get, in the mid or late game, you'll get some serious memory leaks that will cause the game to lag dramatically. I'm hoping this issue will get fixed relatively soon. But yes, for now it is in fact an issue. Yeah, I'll probably go start with a duel. It's supposed to be like the smallest map. I'll probably change to the one of the higher difficulties, maybe like hardcore. But yeah, the other way you can play this is by selecting skirmish. Those are basically single battles. You've got troops that you can buy and field in order to deal with the problem that you've got on the other side. That is the way those battles work. So yes, if you're interested to see more of this game, I'll make another video just for these skirmish games. Let me know in the comment section below, and while you're at it, if you're enjoying the videos and you want to see more, please by all means consider liking, sharing, and subscribing. That helps me out tremendously. But yeah, in order to do a quick demonstration, I'll probably go with the smallest possible map. Going to pick the faction that I haven't played yet, because what else would you possibly do, and why? I think I'll actually do Pyre, because I haven't tried Pyre yet. So yeah, there you go. There are the 6 heroes. You can start with one of them. So heroes in this game can get some serious bonuses, very quickly, and snowball out of control if you pick proper abilities for them. But you need to actually find these abilities and see what they're all about. So yes, you've got... of course, every hero class in this game has their own racial skill that, depends on their... that is unique to their class. For example, you can see Fire Gating here. Teleports friendly units across the battlefield and creates an explosion. Yeah, so the Pyre faction, or the Inferno faction, seems to be all about explosions and fire, interestingly enough, so this is what we're gonna have here. And fire trapping for the magic class, which I'm assuming these three are the might class and these three are the magic class. That is how it usually goes for every other faction. So you've got fire trapping, which gives the hero a special fire trapping spell. The spell teleports enemy units across the battlefield and weakens them. So you can either teleport your own units if you're a might hero, or teleport enemy units if you're a magic hero. So there is one who starts with pyromancy, which is fire magic, of course. Yeah, the magic in this game is actually named, you know, pyromancy, hydromancy, and all that. And you've got demonology. Demonology is a very interesting skill. It allows you to sacrifice some of the experience you've gained from the battle in order to summon some extra demons. I'm kinda inclined to pick this hero, Cadiz. I think she's supposed to be similar to Deleb from Heroes 5 because she starts with engineering. Probably will have some, you know, a really powerful ballista, and she starts with an Ifrit, which Ifrit has super powerful units, as I've found out. Team 1, Team 2 doesn't matter because there are only 2 teams. Done. So yeah, we can adjust our opponents, of course. We can give them whatever faction we desire. I think I'll just, you know, do them as random. And yeah, let's go ahead and start. The map is super tiny, so it shouldn't be very hard to generate. Yeah, looks like we start in the northern corners. This is the adventure map. You can zoom out as far as you'd like. You can see the entire map here. Yeah, my only small pet peeve that I've got with this game is that it doesn't actually, you know, since I play a lot of Supreme Commander, I am quite familiar with strategic zooming, which, you know, allows you to see the entire map at once. The problem is that with this kind of zooming in this game, it doesn't zoom in on the location of your cursor like it does in Supreme Commander. Instead, it zooms towards the center of your screen. So, of course, you can still, you know, pull your screen anywhere you want using the mouse, but you know, I would appreciate it if the developers maybe could fix that later and actually zoom towards the cursor rather than towards the middle of the screen. Yes, so we've got our town here. It's called Flame Halls. Oh, a very interesting town design for the Pyre. It's literally just a whole bunch of circles where you can build stuff surrounded by probably, you know, bottomless pits. Yeah, so this here starts with an Ifrit, which is an extremely powerful unit, as you can see right now. The units at the bottom of the town tree are, of course, the most powerful. And yes, another major difference you might notice is the fact that we actually don't start the game with a tavern. There is no tavern in the town. I can build it right now, but otherwise it won't be available to us, so we can't actually hire any more heroes right now. We're just stuck with one. Yes, so we've got this thing that gives 1 silver per day and allows Pyre heroes to teleport between captured mines. That's really cool. That's a really powerful ability, I suppose. We can upgrade our imps, which we've got currently 13, but we've got more in town. Could do that. Or we could hire more troops using the Flame Lake, which will give us flame... what are they called again? Flame jugglers, which are basically gogs. So yeah, for now I think what we'll do is we just hire everything we've got. And even though we don't get a hero, instead we should be able to do those relatively easy fights. Now the difficulty is set as moderate. Difficulty works in much the same way it did in Heroes 5 and onwards. You can clearly see, you know, if the AI expects you to win or lose. Of course it doesn't always tell the truth. Sometimes you can lose even if the AI expects you to win. But I think in this case we should be good because, yeah, it also depends on the enemy troop composition. And all they've got are gargoyles, which are pretty much the exact same thing that you've normally got with your gargoyles in other Heroes, well, in Heroes of Might and Magic games. So, yes, this is the combat screen. You can set your troops on the left side, on the left half of the battlefield, before the combat starts. So, unlike in most Heroes of Might and Magic games, you will lack the finer control required to, you know, reduce your losses drastically like you would be able to in those games. So, in Heroes of Might and Magic 3, you can essentially do battles that the AI would deem impossible just by, you know, controlling your units well and kiting the enemies and all that cool stuff. This is not quite the case in this game because your units will constantly attempt to attack the enemy, or whatever chance they get. You can still order them around. The most basic orders are defend and attack. Defend will cause them to stand there and wait for the enemy to come to them. Attack will of course cause them to run forward and attack. You can still control them, like this. So that is something useful, but yeah, it's not nearly as much of a fine degree of control as you've got in other games. Yeah, so we've got those fire trapping. We can so basically we can teleport our troops directly on top of the enemy shooters, if they do have those shooters. For now it seems like they don't. And yeah, it seems like I've probably made the right decision to not upgrade the imps, because you see those gargoyles are quite adept at killing those imps, so I don't think they would have too much trouble killing them even with even if we... Okay, it looks like we're losing quite a bit here, which is extremely unfortunate, but okay. I think we can try to teleport our gogs away. It didn't work. Okay. Okay, this guy really needs to attack. He's not attacking for some reason. He should be able to kill those gargoyles easily. If he did a better job protecting us, I think we would have been completely fine. Okay, can we make the spell work? No? No? Okay. I guess it wants you to teleport them towards the enemy units, but yeah, the losses were the losses were in fact quite devastating, so we'll spend some time recovering from that. But on the upside, we do have our first level up, which level ups happen a lot faster in this game. I got a skill called Elementalism, which allows you to your hero to constantly summon elementals during battle. They disappear after the battle like you would expect, but it doesn't cost any mana. They just keep coming, you know, so it's an extremely useful thing to have. Especially when you're lacking army like we are. Also, we've got some hostages here which we can pick up immediately. This is very rare. I've actually never seen hostages being unguarded like this. But yeah, this is the end of our first turn. Of course, the turn system is exactly the same as you would expect in a Heroes of Might and Magic game. Yeah, we've got 6... These look like upgraded imps, I guess. Yeah, they're called Gluttons. So since we've lost so much, we've got a choice here. Well, we can go for the... Yeah, we can go for these extra units. We can go for the Infirmary, which is one of the new cool additions in this game. A really cool concept. Infirmary allows you to bring back some units that have died during combat. Especially useful with large swarms of weak units. Unfortunately for us, you know, we didn't have that, so we would have recovered a lot of imps if we had that, but we didn't, so here we are. And now we can get ourselves... I think in this case we'll get another hero. Yeah, there we go, there is more imps, there is more gogs, so every hero comes with an army in this game. But the problem is every new hero you summon will cost more. So we probably don't want to do that just yet. And yes, we can transfer our troops to the other hero, of course, as you do. So yes, the difficulty of this battle is labeled as hard, so we should probably not do that right now. Yeah, let's just transfer the troops like so. Be careful when playing this game, because the hero that initiated the trade is on the right side rather than on the left like it's always been for the Heroes of Might and Magic games. Those look like some houses that, yeah, these are just decorations basically, they don't actually do anything. Grabbing some crystal, or mercury and sulfur, as well as ore and wood as we go along. The exact same resources that you've got in every Heroes of Might and Magic game, you've got there here as well. The only exception is gems, which gems aren't, gems aren't present, they're only present for one faction. And one faction only, and are used solely for upgrading things there, but not for this faction. Yes, anyway, let's end the turn. Yep, this is another cool feature that I haven't seen in many Heroes of Might and Magic games. This is a roaming neutral hero. So this hero can't attack us, or at least I haven't ever seen them attacking us. But by the same token, it can provide quite serious problems, because it can just block your way. And you will have no choice but to either attack them or walk around them, which doesn't always work out in your favor. So yeah, now we've got a choice between Capra and K9s, who are, yes, I suppose we can call them level 3 creatures. They are said to be power 4, but it's, you know, basically the same thing. Yeah, so we've got Savage and Leap, which, you know, those guys are basically really good at attacking, but haven't got quite as much health as the other ones. Yeah, see, you can see this creature has 53 health and 11 damage. This creature has 60 health and 8 damage. So yeah, we either go for higher health and less damage, or you go for lower health and more damage. I think in this case, since we are playing Inferno or Pyre, it probably makes sense, at least, you know, thematically, to go for higher attack values. Yeah, of course we can't get anything else right now, but yeah, enjoying that Doom themed music, you just listen to it. Yeah, I'm guessing it's kind of inspired by Doom. Yeah, so music in this game is, you know, its own can of worms. It's not quite what you'd expect from a Heroes of Might and Magic game, because you've got plenty of, like, modern tracks that don't really feel like they belong in a Heroes of Might and Magic game, but this isn't Heroes of Might and Magic, it's its own thing, so has its own music as well. Alright, I suggest that we now, well, walk around and collect our resources, and also hopefully find the other thing that we're missing, which is, yeah, the ore pit. The sawmills and the ore pits, as you all know, are usually the easiest fights. We are finding some extra treasures in the meantime. Found more hostages. Looks like there are some demons or capras, or maybe those are other creatures. It's hard to tell right now. But yeah, so this is the end of our third turn now. Yeah, you can see the roaming hero doesn't attempt to attack our heroes. Instead, he just runs around and blocks the way, essentially. Or is it a she? I can't tell, but what I can tell is that it's an adorable cat, which makes me not want to attack them basically ever. But yeah, it's quite a formidable cat at that, so probably want to hold off on attacking that for now. Alright, so now we've got a few choices here. We could go for the infirmary, which, like I said, is really good when you've got lots of sweet creatures on the field. It's probably a good choice because the next thing we will pick up is going to be the fort, which will boost our creature growth quite dramatically. And then, after that, we can probably go for some of these things and get ourselves some extra troops. We got our second range creatures here, or we could go for creatures that summon others. Yeah, well, they do just summon, you know, imps, which aren't the most useful thing ever, but they can still work to our advantage. I don't think I'm hiring any more heroes because I'm already down to just below 3,000 gold. Which, you know, it is usually good practice to have your, you know, spend as much gold as you want early in the heroes games in order to secure the riches that the map has to offer. But for now, I think I'll abstain from that. And yes, this is the obelisk. So once you enter the obelisk, you will discover the puzzle map, which in this game is called Unclear Vision. So based on this, you can kind of guesstimate where the treasure is. The treasure is always in the same zone as the obelisk itself, but every zone has its individual obelisks and individual treasures. So of course the treasures aren't as powerful as the Grail or the Tear of Asha that you could find in previous games, but it's still definitely worth looking for and picking up. So these black obelisks, or obelisk shards as I like to call them, you can pick those up to make the vision clearer. There are 4 shards scattered about in our zone in total. There's, well, I can see all of them actually. There's 1, 2, 3, 4. So after we pick about 3 of these up, I think we will be able to tell for sure where the treasure is hidden. So, alright, Necklace of Balance or Crystal. I think I'll give the next Necklace of Balance a try. +1 attack, +1 defense, not too shabby. I think our hero, I already forgot. Our hero is in fact, looks like a magic hero with 2 spell power and 2 knowledge and 3 spell power. The stats are the exact same as they are in Heroes games, except, attack increases the damage dealt by creatures, and defense increases the health of them, rather than being, reducing the incoming damage. Instead it increases their health. So we could pick up this wood, but it's so far out of the way that I'd rather not do that right now. Probably want to go for gold first, but we can't grab that, so the fights are impossible for us right now because, yeah, we aren't that strong after losing so many troops in the previous fight. There's a learning stone right here, which everybody knows what a learning stone is, everybody who's ever played Heroes of Might and Magic. This is an item that gives you experience. The thing is, it gives more experience the higher level your hero is, and you can only do it, you know, once per game, as per usual. So you're incentivized essentially to pick it up as late as possible in order to get maximum possible mileage out of it. That looks like no, that's a crystal. Yeah, that's a crystal mine. It's not what we need. We need an easy fight on our ore pit right now. I can't see the ore pit at all, nor can I see any easy fights. So I guess for now we'll just be roaming around collecting our treasures. And yes, the heroes in this game do gain extra movement points as they level up. I'm not entirely sure exactly how that works. I think in this case I'll pick the mail gloves to make our hero more powerful, so we are able to fight more. Yeah, +2 defense. 4 attack, 4 defense for a magic hero is pretty good, I dare say. This fight is hard, but still probably not worth doing, precisely for that reason. Yeah, so as you can see, treasures can hide all sorts of things, but you're always given a choice. Unlike in Heroes of Might and Magic, where you would, you know, it would either be a gold or experience, or you would be straight up given an artifact, which would often end up useless. In this game you've got yourself other cool stuff. In this case, yeah, you can find rare resources there, you can find artifacts, but still choose resources over those. Alright, so yeah, we've collected another, or one obulus so far. The vision is still not entirely clear. It looks like the treasure, which is marked with the X, is surrounded by some gray structures, but you know, on this particular terrain everything looks gray, so it's not really indicative of anything. There is also a black market next to the crystal mine, and this one isn't guarded at all. There is something distinctly wrong about guards in this game. They don't always match the value of whatever they're guarding. I'm not sure if it's based on the template or what, but yeah. Black market being unguarded, imagine that happening in a Heroes game. Hint, it definitely won't. Anyway, so yes, our city just leveled up. So now we can choose a bonus that will be unique to this particular town. We can choose, yes, Grand Army, which increases of all the weekly growth of all our creatures, essentially. Or we can choose to increase the exchange rates at our marketplace, which we don't even have right now. Or we can choose extra 250 gold per day. And I feel like Grand Army is a good start. And yes, because we've built a fort, this is what we can do now. We can choose a massive boost to our production of one of our creatures. I think in this particular case I will select the Copras, because from my understanding, those guys mean serious business, yes. Yeah, see, the neutral hero just wanders around aimlessly, essentially. Okay, so we can see some mountains are next to the X, as well as this weird thing. I have no idea what that could possibly be. The treasure is usually unguarded, which means if you can find it early, you will give yourself a serious boost for basically no downside. So you can see that. I don't quite understand what that is. Looks like something gray and brown. I'm not quite seeing anything that could exactly match what we just found, but if we look a little bit closer, because yeah, you definitely don't need that last shard to find what you're looking for. Now we got mountains nearby and some green crystals, which those crystals can't be picked up. They are essentially just for show. So we need to see mountains near the green crystals, mountains more to the north, crystals more to the south. Not seeing that quite yet. And there you go, there's the end of our zone, so the entrances and exits to the zones are always guarded with garrisons. In this case there, this is quite a massive fight we will have to take in order to actually proceed. But yeah, this is the zone of our enemies. I think our enemy is playing Wild, or Rampart, or Sylvan, depending on what you prefer. The vision is still shifting around quite a bit, but yeah, the important part is it's close to some crystals and some grey mountains. There is one like lonely mountain right next to the treasure. It could be here. It might be worth even spending some time from our main hero to actually go and search for that. Looks like this, isn't it? There's also something white, but it could be just mountains, you know, getting on top of each other. Some orange stuff on the northeast. And some red trees too. Orange on the northeast. I feel like it has to be somewhere around here. Well, I can't check it right now, but yeah. I feel like we're on the right track there. Anyway, thanks to our fort, we actually can't build anything just yet, but we could go further and build something like an Inferno Gate, or we could try to build the Chamber of Rituals, a free level up. I think I'd like that actually. Alright, yeah, you know what, let's go for some extra units, because we might actually be able to build them before the end of the week, which will effectively double the amount of them that we'll get. So in this case, our hero should probably be heading towards the town. See where the treasure is, if we guessed it correctly. So I feel like it should be somewhere around here, and yes indeed it is. The way I can tell is because the dig button just lit up, so the dig button is actually a serious clue, because it's literally impossible to use it if the treasure isn't there. But if you're standing right next to the treasure, you can start digging, and there you go, you found the treasure. So we found a Zaros Ward. What does that do? 3 spell power and 2 knowledge. Wow, that's huge. Thank you for that. Found a... what is that? +1 Hydromancy, which doesn't really work for us because we're playing a faction based mostly on fire. Definitely gonna pick up the gold, and the gold is important. And if we pick the campfire, we are allowed to move a little bit further. Oh, there's our ore pit, by the way. Yes, our ore pit is overgrown, which means it's guarded by some troops, even though there aren't any standing next to it. It does allow us to collect some extra sulfur, of course, which is really nice. And yeah, now I should probably start heading towards the town. I can always come back and pick up those resources, they won't go anywhere. The roamers can't pick those, from what I can tell. And yeah, my hero will probably be sitting in town. I did not get a level up, I'm assuming I will get that after I leave the town. Yeah, in this case I guess I'll go for Demon Tamers, because I'm already building some, you know, attacking forces, so gotta do that. And then they turn into Pit Lords, which are, of course, you know, familiar to anybody who who's played Heroes of Might and Magic. Creatures periodically summon if you temporarily Capra. Oh yeah, summoning Capra instead of imps definitely does sound like a good deal. So yeah, for now this hero will just stand... yeah, there we go. There's your level up. So we can level up engineering to make our first aid tent more powerful. We can build that fire trapping, which teleports enemy units across the battlefield. Oh! Yeah, I was using it wrong, because it actually works on enemy units, not friendly units, so... Demonology, which of course I already described. You can get destruction, which gives our creatures a chance to explode when they die. I think I'll go for this one first, though. Thank you for the free level up. Oh, this is easy. I could go and fight that right now, but I can't because, yeah, it's too far away. Alright, well, let's wait for our other hero to deliver the artifacts, and then we shall attack probably the ore pit first. Maybe then attack the roamer, because the roamer does have some nice artifacts for us to pick up. Alright, so yes, the beginning of the week. We can now proceed to hire things like these. Now we can no longer max these out because we've got so many of them. But yes, I'm guessing we will be unable to purchase any more or upgrade those demon tamers to pit lords just yet. But that's fine. Okay, so yeah, we need to deliver the artifacts to this hero, which is relatively easy to do. Really happy about finding that ultimate necklace. So now our hero has got 5 spell power and 6 knowledge. It could probably be a good idea to build a mage guild, which of course is featured in this game, but we can't do that because too few resources, too little gold. The fight for the gold mine is of course challenging. You know, gold mines are notorious for being better protected than even the precious resource mines, of course. There are some artifacts that we could get, but for now I'm mostly just interested in gold, so let's go and... Oh, I can't even reach that. Interesting. Maybe fight these guys instead. Oh, the battle is actually so easy that the game is suggesting that we don't even attempt that. Yeah, I think what I'm gonna do here is I'm going to defend first, let them come to me. But in the same vein, I'm gonna do fire trapping, which will allow me to do this. Yep, there you go. Get rid of some archers basically instantaneously. Wait for them to come to us, and then, yeah, now we can attack. We can also summon worms apparently, because we've got Hydromancy 1. Let's actually try that. So yes, worms are the lowest tier creatures of the Enclave town, or the Enclave faction. They won't do too much right now. We've already lost one copper, which is terrible. Hopefully we get that back at the infirmary. And yes, we can summon the fire elementals, because elementalism actually depends on the terrain. Lost 2 coppers, which is terrible, like I just said. And we didn't even level up. Nice one. Continue towards the ore pit. Oh, there's the green hero. Wish I could see what they had, but nope, they left. I can see that they're standing just on the edge of the screen based on the sword thing. But no. This is actually impossible for me. It's so powerful. But okay. Ah, yeah, so this overgrown pit is actually heavily protected because, yeah, it has fortifications on it. Anytime you attack any sort of structure, it's going to be fortified, most likely. There are some exceptions, but yeah, for now, gotta work with that. I'll probably put all of my important creatures backwards, while the imps will take the first batch of the damage. And I will use the fire trapping again, in order to get rid of some of these archers. Here we go. Yep, some easy kills on the archers. The Ifrit, it's quite important that the Ifrit doesn't die. He did die. That's terrible. Yeah, losing the Ifrit is definitely not what I'd like to happen. Alright, the demons are pouncing on the defenders now. I don't think we need to use any more mana. This one actually costs 5 mana, so you can use it multiple times a day. But yeah, let's summon some worms to tie up the archers as well. Looks like we're losing coppers left and right. But the important part is that we aren't losing the tamers. So that's nice. And some coppers were brought back thanks to our first aid tent. That's also pretty great. Yeah, losing the Ifrit is of course terrible. But we can go for elementalism 2 now. Number depends on skill rank, duration of combat, and power of the... yeah. There we go. Didn't get any gold from that, but hey. At least we did the fight, so yeah, unlike the fire whatever, the teleportation skill of the might heroes, the fire trapping can actually be used multiple times in combat, which is nice. Yeah, no. The Ifrit, unfortunately, wasn't brought back by our infirmary, which is a great shame. Shall we build a marketplace? No, we haven't got enough gold for that. Oh yeah, and she leveled up because, of course, visited the town. I think I'm gonna go Estates, because Estates does sound like a great skill to have on a support hero. Let's see if we can find any more free resources around here. Looks like we can't. Unfortunate. I think because we leveled up Elementalism 2, the fights got downgraded from impossible to hard, if my memory serves. But I'm still not going to go for these though, because that will be too difficult for me to perform. Let's not grab any troops just yet, because we need to build this first, in order to get some semblance of income, you know. Haven't had too much of that for now, or so far. Once again, get as many copper as we can. Oh, there's some sulfur, which I didn't even notice before. But yeah, at this point our support here is actually trapped by the roamers, so we have to wait until the roamer leaves. Hopefully it doesn't attack us in the process. Alright, so what we can see a moderate, hard, moderate, I'd like to take this fight, although it will give me more hydromancy, which isn't actually that useful. We could attack them this turn. You know what I'll probably do is I'll go towards the fountain, grab some movement points at the start of the next day, then go through the town, pick up some more reinforcements, and then attack this. Hopefully we will be able to build something else, because building is actually important. You want to level up your town, make sure that that you have access to later technology. And the way to level up your town is by building, of course. Oh yeah, also windmill. +3 sulfur, very nice. Yeah, so like I said before, I'm not going for the learning stone, because I think we can get more value out of it if we don't. Fountain! Hey, there we go. Got 21 out of 17 movement points, now very nice. Yes, and in terms of what we're gonna pick up, well, I think the call here, like I said before, go through the town, which by the way, you don't have to enter the town. Just standing like this allows your hero to be inside. Get more of these coppers. Probably get more of the imps as well. I mean, why not? Yeah, so the coppers and the demon tamers will most likely be our main power stacks, which, well, I'm pretty sure at this point you do know what power stacks are. Alright, so what's the plan here? We've got lizardchers, or lizardchers, whatever. Every single creature, or almost every single creature in the Unclaved Towns has, has a name based on the word lizard. Yeah, I think we'll teleport them a couple times towards us. And the fire elementals should be able to tie them up from there. There you go. Instantly get rid of these. And I can do that again. I have to be slightly careful with the mana, because unlike Heroes 3, there is literally no way to fully restore your mana. Yeah, so at this point the elementals will completely destroy the remaining archers, while we deal with the snakes. As well as the lizards, I think that's what they are called. We might lose one tamer here. Yep, down he goes. Unfortunate, but yes, we did win. We lost quite a lot of copras, actually, which is a great shame. But I guess that's just what's going to happen, because, yeah, we're not going for ranged here. We go for melee. So we have a choice now between engineering rank 3, which would allow us to get more, get a higher chance of our first aid tent reviving our troops, or we could alternatively go for plunder. I think preserving troops is a little bit more important now, so yeah, Magi's trousers, gold or experience. I think in this case I'll actually choose gold and try to build something, because yeah, have to build something. Not enough for a marketplace or a mage guild once again, or the engineer's workshop, which we should actually pick that up, because we could get the ballista, which would enhance our capabilities quite dramatically. So if we take a look at the difference between imps and gluttons, so 25 health, 35 health, so quite a big difference there. So yeah, you know what, let's upgrade these guys, or well, whenever we get to upgrade those, because yeah, we haven't got any more of them left in this army. You got Hydromancy 2, which by the way, every time you level that up, never mind, I was gonna say every time you level that up you get another skill. Seems like it's not quite the case. And yeah, now once again I'll have to wait for another week before I can actually pick up, well, fight anything else really. Okay, it's only day 3, I think this is the time to go towards the Learning Stone, which I realize it wasn't the most efficient route ever, returning to the town for no reason and then going for that, but whatever. We could build a champion statue which gives us extra gold and could give us better heroes. Not entirely sure about that though. It is quite a big of an investment with not too much army added. So yeah, pit lords are obviously an incorrect call right now, because, you know, we can't really buy them, so yeah. I think I'll build a workshop, try to get that ballista up. Oh, also yeah, we've got 6 coppers in town because of the infirmary. Very nice. Yeah, so our main hero shall now go towards, yep, there we go. Another level up, perfect. I think I'll go for plundering because, of course, need some mana at least.
Bruh.
So yeah, our summoned worms are now a little bit more powerful, well, more numerous I should say. Still only 6 of them, but you know, something, I suppose. But we can walk our hero towards some important location and set up for a fight immediately upon the start of next week. I wonder what it should be. Obviously, the most important fight is the gold mine to finally secure our gold income, but we might want to go for this first. Those are some, you know, they've got upgraded lizard archers, and they've got themselves some snakes and some what looks like lizards, which are like strong guards basically. Okay, let's have this hero pick up the experience as well. Yeah, this, if your hero was on the verge of leveling up, this usually doesn't level you up. Or if your hero just leveled up, the learning stone usually does not level you up again. So yeah, I think marketplace, we are spending quite a few resources. We haven't actually accumulated that many. Mage guild we don't really need, we've got stuff to cast for now. Marketplace, maybe go for these. They can turn enemies into gold by attacking them. Maybe that is a better call in comparison to pit lords. Build a marketplace because we will need it eventually. Our total income is 1750 per day. Hard, yeah, let's just stay here, wait for the start of next week, and then I guess we'll try to attack these, and then with the extra army we've got, hopefully go for the gold mine. And yeah, like I said, I probably won't build anything else because it's really expensive right now. So you just skip the turn, let the neutral hero do their thing, let green do their thing, whatever they are doing, and yeah, here we go. So I think, yeah, these guys are definitely in order. And then I haven't upgraded them yet. So yeah, 4,400 gold in total if we want to get more of these, but I feel like this is gonna be enough. Can I upgrade the... No. It's too much gold. Well, whatever. They aren't very important anyway, so yeah. Okay, gimme. So yeah, we've got 5 demon tamers, 30 Capra. So I feel like at this point we should be good. Enter the windmill, or well, we can't, but whatever. Challenging, so it's probably not a good idea to take that. Moderate. Challenging though. That's interesting. I guess because they are upgraded and our units aren't. I think those brown snakes are actually upgraded. What about this one? Challenging. This will give us those super coppers, whatever they are called. Pyre spawn, right? Yeah, Pyre spawn. This, meanwhile, will give us... Oh, also Pyre spawn, so those fights could be worth it, but... Also challenging. Yeah, we need to find a fight that will give us good value, but at the same time not crush us completely. Plus planning skill, plus 2 attack. Do we have the rabbit set? Yeah, there are item sets in this game, of course. Like in most Heroes games, or at least later installments. Really not quite sure. Oh! You know what, we should attack this actually, because this will give us gold, and it will give us some cool extra stuff. So yes, you can also drag your units around the battlefield using these controls right here. Just up, click, drag, and there you go. Yeah, I think we will also put our imps forward. Or not imps, but gogs, sorry, flame jugglers. I think they aren't particularly useful. Our main power stacks are, like I said, demon tamers and Capra. So yeah. Let's start teleporting the enemies outside, because they should die quite easily if we do that. Yep, there we go. And we've got fire elementals on the field now, very nice. Let's teleport some more of them out. Hopefully, yeah, even if we teleport a Capra outside, I think we should still be able to handle them. And yes, indeed, they die extremely easily. Got any more enemies? Oh, these are all ours. Yeah, I don't think we need to cast anything else because we are inside the walls. So yeah, sieges in this game are simultaneously both harder and easier. Harder because the enemy can keep reinforcing, and easier because, you know, your units can personally break down the walls. You don't need catapults or anything. You don't need to wait for catapults to break down the enemy walls. Your units will just do that for you. Everybody can attack walls. Okay, so gold, very nice. This will also give us those upgraded imps every week. You know, more cannon fodder. I did pick this up with my hero because I would actually like to build something. Looks like I won't be able to. Anyway. Well, isn't that a shame? Do have a marketplace, so I could try to build something, but I'm not entirely sure how much worth it's gonna be. Yeah, I should probably just save up for that, the extra money building, which is called like I don't know what, I don't remember what it's called. It's called a palace. There we go. Yep, there we go. Got ourselves a palace. Those palaces, you can also encounter them everywhere around you, on terrain, of course. There we go. +3 crystal, not too shabby. Yeah, so this here is... yeah, gives you 250 extra gold per day. And also some other nice bonuses, but... not for now, not gonna do that for now, I guess. So next day, yeah, next day I probably will build either a mage guild or get myself a ballista. Because with engineering 3 I should definitely be using a ballista, I'm just not using it because, you know, no gold to buy it. Yeah, I think I'll sell some resources here. I don't think I need this much wood, so instead, yeah, I'll sell some. Get the ballista, which actually only costs 250. I did not expect that to be so cheap. Usually much more expensive, and there we go. Got some more copra. Got some more of these guys. I think at this point we might... oh yeah, see, now this is moderate. Okay, let's go for some luck or morale. It might help us in the battle. So yeah, genies are powerful, those grey guys are also powerful, but I think with our teleport we should be able to actually kill them without too much trouble. Yeah, so I'll be defending first. Detach the imps from the copra, please, or from the other dudes. Yeah, so your hero can die, but then they will immediately revive, you know, after regenerating health. So that's not really that big of a problem. Yeah, probably place like this once again. I'll sacrifice the Gogs happily. And yeah, let's teleport the grey guys towards us because they are ranged units. They should die extremely easily here. Yep, there you go. Get completely mobbed. And now we should start attacking. Our Copras go in immediately. The genies are casting some buffs on those guys, whatever they're called. I think those are called Aether things, which is not a very descriptive name, let me tell you that. But yeah, I don't think at this point we should really build anything. Getting rid of these, yeah. Getting rid of these, what are they? Thunderers. Yes, get rid of these thunderers. Really shifted the battle toward in our favor. At least I feel like it. Alright, so yeah, we can go for yeah, I have no idea how to pronounce that. I guess it's supposed to be recalcitrance, which is quite a mouthful indeed. Could go for creation, could go for demonology. Yeah, let's go for destruction, because, you know, we do have those imps which can explode and cause some trouble for our allies. Yeah, whilst you are capturing stuff, it's better to prioritize mines first, because if you run out of movement points, the mine will give you some extra income if you capture it, and you know, the next day passes, it will give you some extra gold in the next day. Won't happen if you capture the other thing first. Let's build the mage guild finally. We can afford it for sure. And our green dude seems to be attacking us now, which is, does look quite menacing, near impossible. Okay. Interesting, so we should hole up in our town, probably. Because this is going to be a fight for the ages, I feel like. Now, of course, it's going to be easier when we are inside our town. And if they attack our town, and we defend successfully, it'll probably be completely set. Let's see, so yeah, we've got 35 of these copra. So yeah, our army is of course not that great at defending, because, you know, we are, after all, melee troops. But with the upgraded copra, I feel like we might be okay. How much would it cost to upgrade them? Oh, we can upgrade all of them, that's nice. Let's get some extra cannon fodder in the form of these imps, and then we'll just wait. It's still near impossible. So yeah, I guess that might be the final fight of our of our playthrough here, because if we get destroyed, there won't be anything much else for us to do, really. So of course, now that they've breached the garrison still has some defense, but it's a lot easier to actually conquer it. Alright, let's see what our green friend does. Looks like they are going straight for our town, but haven't quite reached it. So we might still have some chances or some shot at defending ourselves. But yeah, I'm not liking our chances too much. We'll see though. If we can, no, we cannot build a stronghold because not enough defenders, or what? Not enough defenders, not enough gold is what I mean. We can upgrade the flame lake, we can upgrade this, which actually isn't too expensive, so we might want to consider doing that. We can't upgrade them quite yet, but if we trade our resources, which we definitely should because we're about to die, it's better to, you know, in my opinion, it's better to survive than save your resources for the next game, you know? Oh, wrong hero. Yeah, see? Now it got downgraded from near impossible to hard. We'll see if we manage to defend from this at all, though. Alright, here we go. It's final battle time, baby! Didn't even let us, you know, survive for a few extra months or anything like that. Who's that? Oh, these are flame jugglers and... what? Oh yeah, there's just different stacks of flame jugglers because some of them are, you know, garrisoned in the town. You can't use these, they are only for defending. And yeah... imps go forward, these go forward. Yeah, we'll definitely keep the gates closed. Because, you know, that's what we do here. So yeah, they don't seem to have too many ranged troops. Either that or they're just not deploying them. Yeah, I think so. No. Huh. Yeah, they just aren't deploying the rangers yet. They will send them as reserves later. We do pretty well in prolonged fights because we do summon those elementals everywhere. Ow. Looks like they also do pretty well too, so we should probably start teleporting them inside if we can find decent targets. Yeah, let's teleport these inside and attack. I'm hearing some weird music. Yeah, let's teleport some more guys inside because I feel like they are just teleporting into instant death, which is very nice for us, of course. Unfortunately, it looks like our pit lords are quite trapped. Oh yeah, there we go. Now they're summoning the elite troops, or reinforcing, I should say, with elite troops because yeah, we can't do that. We don't have enough to actually reinforce. So yeah, we can do Salt Blast, which I don't think will do anything. So let's just keep teleporting the ranged troops in. Should allow us to kill them with ease. Yeah, you can see they're all turning to gold and all that cool stuff. It looks like the battle is relatively even for now. The problem is, of course, we're both summoning those elementals. And, yeah, I'm willing to bet that my enemy's elemental skills are quite a ways above mine. Yeah, let's teleport them into a killing field again, like so. Yeah, so the teleportation might actually help us turn the combat around. We've killed most of their animas, we've killed most of their archers, they are routing. Oh, they're routing, we won! Nice! Oh, amazing. So they greatly, yeah, let's just say they greatly underestimated the amount of pain we can inflict upon them. We can do regeneration, which will give us extra mana. We can do swarming, which I think swarming is a great skill to have, so I'll definitely go for that. Another level up, I think we can go for Elementalism 3. Very nicely done, and yeah, we've looted a whole bunch because, yeah, once again, our Midas Touch allows them to summon, or to collect gold after our enemies have died. Huh, Infernal Gate. I wonder if the Infernal Gate or the Freety are better. Urbanization, War Academy, Industrial Smithy makes the free... Oh yeah, well that's too late for that. I feel like at this stage I'll actually try these ladies because I haven't tried them yet. So yeah, now we've got quite a bit of gold from our looting, as well as the other stuff, of course. So yeah, what I'm gonna do right now, I'll try to see if I can fight anything. Yeah, it looks like both the enemy hero and the enemy garrison are going to be easy for us. And also, you know, there is nothing for our hero to collect really, except maybe windmill. No, the windmill has been visited. So yeah, we've survived what our enemy probably envisioned to be the final assault on our positions. Now we've got a ton of gold because of looting and Midas touch. And now we might be able to actually destroy them. Yeah. I'll try to attack here in order to secure the garrison. Because, you know, that I feel like that will be annoying for our enemy. So yeah, flame jugglers forward, imps forward, everybody else backward. We do have those elite archers once again. I keep forgetting what they are called, but yeah, we'll definitely teleport them out to kill them instantly. There we go. There we go, just die instantly. Just as planned. Yeah, so with engineering making our ballista and our first aid tent extra powerful, as well as with our elementalism being so high, we should have essentially no problem. We've lost one of these Pyre, what do they call, Pyre spawn. But it looks like we're completely fine either way. Actually, the Pyre spawn got revived by the first aid tent, very well done. By the tent, thank you tent, very cool. Also got some gluttons. Yeah, so my plan is going to be... Oh, there's the enemy town actually. No, it's a palace. Never mind. So yeah, my plan is going to be to move as far forward as possible. I will try to red rush our enemies, so for that I will need another hero. Hopefully that works out, because if it doesn't, we just die on the spot. I mean, either way the game will be over, but you know. Still wouldn't really want that to happen. Oh, free level up, thank you. I'll definitely go for estates because we need that right now. Need more gold. Fire Shaper, yes indeed. Yeah, so hopefully our main hero can reach the enemy town on the next turn. The enemy town is definitely that way. It looks like the towns are like basically in the middle of the zone, so it should theoretically be possible to reach that, but we'll see if it's actually true or not. Green isn't interested in attacking us, which I take as a sign that they don't actually have too much army. Unfortunately, I haven't picked up the gold pile, which this one is actually pretty significant, as from the Midas touch, I'm pretty sure. Okay, so yeah, we shouldn't really be upgrading anything right now, because we can't really do anything with those upgrades. I think we'll build the... Well, we could build the Infernal Gate, or we should just, you know, I'll probably just hire as many troops as we possibly can. Maybe even trade some... Yeah, you know what, I'll trade those resources for the gold anyway. Because if the game is over, we won't really need those resources anymore. Once again, same exact logic. Can't get the gluttons from here because they're too far away, that's fine. Alright, commence the transfer. So... Alright. Nope, wrong hero. There we go. Oof, almost messed that up. Oh, there's the town. It's easy. Alright, let's do it then. Can I? Oh, I can't attack. That's a shame. Well, that's a problem. I am, of course, one step short off of the town. Well, let's go attack this alchemy lab then. I think that'll allow us to do great things because, well, not great things, but you know, it will allow us to do something, maybe even level us up again. We'll see. Okay, let's teleport these guys out. Can I do that? Hello? No? We didn't teleport anything for some reason. Okay, whatever. Yeah, the town is mostly, not the town, but the mine is mostly protected with animas, as well as, you know, some other stuff that isn't very impressive, to say the least, so... Yeah. Lost one Pyre spawn, which is a little bit of a shame, but we didn't even lose any gluttons essentially, or lost one glutton. Oh yep, there you go, level up. Very nicely done. So we could go for destruction to create more... Yeah, I feel like destruction is good because do have these imps that, you know, like to commit Sudoku, or will have to, under our watchful eyes. So I could have moved the caravan, but, you know, I don't think I could have picked it up and then transferred the troops as well. Oh, shit! Alright, let's see. So they are attacking us again. This time we don't have the advantage of the town, but at the very least, we do have the advantage of having first aid tent and ballista, which they don't. So that's pretty cool. Yes, we will keep our Pyre spawn back, as well as, well, everybody else important. The Gogs and Imps once again at the front. And let's see. Okay, so let's teleport them straight up. Some of the creatures in every squad are a different color for some reason. Okay, frogs, huh? That's cool. Okay, teleport some more archers, or even these guys, into the killing field once more. And now I think it's time to attack. We're summoning animas instead of fire elementals because of course it's the wrong terrain. See how well that's gonna work out. Oh, looks like the enemy just summoned a whole host of boars behind us. Blind affects enemy units, making them move aimlessly for a short time. I feel like that's actually a pretty huge ability. Yeah, let's do that. We are of course being attacked by the most powerful creatures in their army, the Treants. But if we do win this battle, we essentially completely destroy them. They don't have too much left over afterwards. Yeah, so looks like they are mostly using those nature spirits while we are using the more elite units. Our pit lords and our succubi, or whatever these are, still seem to be intact. There is a large contingent of wolves, which we should... yeah, let's just blind these. Make sure they just wander around aimlessly. It's also probably a good idea to teleport these guys in. I feel like they are really strong, so if we kill them early, should be able to get ourselves a decent advantage. Are they actually dying though? I can't really tell. Yeah, you can't zoom in or out during battles, so that's a bit of a shame. Yeah, looks like our Pyre spawn are doing fairly well for now. Two of our Temptresses, or whatever those things were called, have died, which is not ideal. Let's blind them again. Which is going to be one of the last times we'll be able to use that because we are running out of spell points. Let's do teleport on the... yeah, teleport one of these guys again. If we teleport them next to pit lords, I feel like they're gonna take some serious damage and just die. Yeah, our pit lords are still alive, which means they keep summoning more Capra. And then after that... have we won already? I'm not sure. It looks like the enemy still has some rangers or whatever. Looks like the enemy is routing actually, so we might have won. Oh yeah, they're routing, look at that. Hey! Another amazing victory for our glorious Cult of Pyre. Yes! Defeat a near impossible enemy. Oh yeah, I got an achievement. Apparently this enemy was near impossible for me, but now... should we get for more... yeah, you know what, let's get more engineering. Hard, eh? They don't have a hero though, which is really weird. There is no hero in this town, what? Huh? Okay, how many spell points have we got? We got 25, so we could actually... how do we do this then? We can hire... yeah, okay, so first and foremost, the Midas Touch, we gotta collect the gold. There you go. 2600 gold just like that. We can afford to collect this as well, 400, that's nothing. Well, in this case, yeah, we should hire another hero in town. Yes. get all of these guys because we didn't have them the last time. So, hold up. Before I hire anything else, Dragon King, well, thank you, it's useless now, but okay. Yes, so. This hero transfers to this hero transfers to this hero, well, almost. Well, this hero is close enough. This is gonna cost how many? She's got 17 movement points, so 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7. So horizontal, vertical, and diagonal directions all cost the exact, or movement in horizontal, vertical, and diagonal direction costs the exact same amount of movement points. So yeah, I feel like what we just do is go all in, upgrade. We can't. Okay, whatever. Yes. Transfer. And then you have all the troops, right? Yes, you do have all the troops. Yes, you get all of the troops here. Transfer that to our main. And now, yeah, we're still working with 6 Pit Lords, 34 Capra, well, 5 Pyre spawn, tons of Flame Jugglers as well. It's moderate now, so it essentially should be really easy. Especially without a hero. Alright, so once again, jugglers in front. Some of the jugglers are actually in reserves. I feel like they should be. Yeah, I feel like we should actually just bring some of the other. Yeah, let's bring half of the Pyre spawn back and instead bring the jugglers out, because I'm pretty sure we want them to die first and then deal with everything else. So the Pit Lords should be on the field right away, so we should make room for these. Because they will keep summoning, you know, they will keep summoning more demons for us. Alright, 294 out of 314. We can bring something else back, maybe one of these. 298. So we can bring back a few more, actually. It's power 4, so if we split those up and get rid of these. Yep, there we go, exactly 314. Okay, nice. So yes, Gogs in front, Summoners in the back, Succubi in the back, or what are they called again? Oh, they are actually called Succubi, I was right this time. Alright, cool. And attack. Right, let's teleport these guys out. Easy kills, very nice. Yeah, so by teleporting ranged units on top of our melee units, needless to say, we're creating some serious problems for the enemies. Let's do it again. Those do seem quite elite. We've already killed one of these, almost. Oh, the Wild Speaker is now fighting for us, which is awesome. Because of the Succubi. This guy was left behind, but he should die now. There we go. Yeah, we are now actually resummoning our enemies as friends. You can see we're resummoning some animas with the first aid tent because they switched to us after being tempted, you know. Wild Speaker should also die, so please go over here. Alright, yeah, he should, whoop, easy kills. Yeah, and a whole bunch of enemies have been turned into gold because of Midas Touch, so that's also really nice. We should be able to collect the gold as well with the remainder of our movement points. Alright, so what have we got? Yeah, engineering definitely helped us a ton there. Maybe more plunder. Let's see, so 1100, 900, so not too big. Could recruit another hero here for a few extra coins. Okay, let's go back to the town, restore our chain, capture the sawmill just to spite them. Yeah, there shouldn't be any more towns, so I'm guessing our enemy should be starving out relatively soon. Could move the caravans too. Yeah, see, this was a mistake because I could have moved the caravans before transferring, but it's only a few gluttons, so not super useful. Yeah, got one Pyre spawn that got brought back. Yeah, so I don't see any enemy heroes, so I should probably send my side heroes to explore, see exactly where the enemies went. Oh, there they are. Got 3 heroes actually. There's one with no army, there's one with a bunch of wolves and all that. But wait, that isn't their main hero though. Huh, interesting. They've got level 2, and level 5. The main was level 12, I can't see them anymore. That's weird. Archery, royalty, leadership, bodyguards, grudge, bloodlust, mysticism, summoning, mastery, elementalism. I feel like bodyguards should actually be better, because bodyguards allow your hero, as I'm about to demonstrate. Yeah, okay, look. So normally our army consists of, if I double click, yeah, so 3 rangers and 3 animas. But if we look at this here, we can see there's way more animas and wolves and rangers and satyrs because of the bodyguard skill. So the way bodyguards works is it adds bodyguards to the hero's army. The power is based on the power difference between the heroes and the main hero's army. So basically our most powerful hero will create some extra free troops out of thin air for our side heroes, as long as those have bodyguards on them. So let me demonstrate. That is one thing I really wanted to show because it's absolutely insane. Alright, so let's bring our real troops a little bit further back. Don't really want to lose these. And instead fight with bodyguards alone. Oh, well, don't bring the archers forward though. Yeah, see all of these troops with the green aura around them. All of these aren't real. These are bodyguards that will only be summoned for this fight. We actually don't have those. They are only for the fight. And only for this hero. Ow. And we also can cast Meteor Shower, which is like an insane spell, which destroys everything. So this guy, I'm not sure if I don't remember if he has any magic skills or whatnot. Can do a wild call though, which will create a whole bunch of boars. Yep, there we go. A whole bunch of animals, leeches, boars, wolves, everything. Should be quite an easy win for us. We have lost most of our animas, because, you know, animas aren't really the most reliable source of damage. They are like the weakest creatures in the game, I'm pretty sure, but we've won. And only lost one one ranger from our real troops. So yeah. Yeah, this guy's got himself another item now, and he can continue roaming around like that and killing, you know, weak neutral armies in order to gain some more experience and some more other cool stuff. But yeah, for now, I guess we'll just, yeah, let's build the Empire. Empire of Pyre, which allows us to get more gold. Of course, our enemy does have the Empire already, because I'm pretty sure our enemy is working with much more resources than we are, because this is hardcore, after all. I'm not entirely sure what the exact difference between hardcore and non-hardcore is. But yeah, I'd like to find the enemy main hero, if you don't mind showing yourself. Looks like you do mind for now, though. Alright, so let's, yeah, restore our chain. Bring this hero towards the town. Bring this hero. See how far she can go the next turn. Just about through here. Cool. And yes, this hero will continue roaming around capturing stuff. We've already captured that. Oh, challenging, so we can't really do that. It's an overgrown gold mine. Of course, gold mines notoriously hard to capture, as we've found out. And I'll end my turn. Yeah, I'll have my main hero hang out in the town, because I'm sure eventually they will be forced to attack, because if they don't attack and try to recapture the town, they will lose anyway. Okay, so we could go for Wild Communion. It gives a hero special Wild Call spell costing 0 mana and 2... Oh yeah, that's the spell they used against me, and I used with this hero. Will you let the wild nature return to the ore quarry? An overgrown... Oh yeah, there we go. An overgrown ore quarry will produce 1 wood every day, as well as 10 ore each week. Yes, will become guarded and will make any elemental gate under your control stronger. Yep, there we go. So basically the wild heroes, or rampart heroes, have a unique ability to overgrow their mines to make them not capturable by side heroes. You can only capture that with, you know, with a real army, which this hero does have, but it's not enough to actually capture any other overgrown mines. So yeah, for now we'll just chill and wait for our enemy to come to us, because that's their last resort really. They can't really do anything else. Huh. So they're still not attacking. I don't see them on my side, so evidently they aren't even planning to attack anyway. And if we end the turn once more, it's gonna be next week, so now if I want to, I can hire a whole bunch more army. So they will be unable to capture it at all. I'm still not entirely sure where their main hero went. Why their main hero didn't do anything. Let's keep skipping turns because I'm pretty sure the game is about to end here. Yep, there we go. The enemy has been vanquished. When the game is Pyre, got an achievement. That was my first time playing them. And yes, there we go. That's our... I'm not entirely sure what these graphs stand for. We can continue playing in order to make ourselves stronger, but I feel like that was a pretty good demonstration of what this game is about, so yes. This is going to be the end of the video. Thank you all so much for watching. As you can see, this game is super fun. And if you're a big fan of the Heroes of Might and Magic 3 series, or, well, a Heroes of Might and Magic series in general, I highly recommend that you try it out, because it's completely amazing. And, extremely fresh as well, at least for now. It's got plenty of unique mechanics for every faction, which is, not to be trifled with. That's amazing game design on the developer's part. So yeah, I can't recommend it enough. Yes, it is still rough around the edges, like I've discussed before. But even so, I feel like you can definitely check it out. And it's not particularly expensive either, so... definitely worth in my humble opinion. So, the question remains, is this game going to replace Heroes of Might and Magic 3? And the answer is absolutely not, because it doesn't have online multiplayer. You can do remote play, but we're using hot seat, but that's about it. It's not really it's not really anything comparing to the online multiplayer that you've got in Heroes 3 or in Heroes 7 even. But still, if they do introduce online multiplayer eventually, I can totally see this game replacing Heroes for a lot of people. Not for everyone, because Heroes of Might and Magic 3 is that type of game that is irreplaceable to a lot of people. But I feel like some of them will definitely switch over, because yes, this game is quite amazing indeed. So for now, this is all I've got for you for today. Yeah, if you're enjoying the video, once again, subscribe, like the video, and ring the bell to ensure that more videos of mine are delivered to you. For now though, this is all I've got for you for today, so goodbye, take care everybody, and I'll see you soon again.